The room is soft and clear, and something in the gentle brightness tells me I am here. I don't need to rush the feeling, I don't need to make it show. I can let the day begin like summer morning, unfolding slow. Summer morning, unfolding slow. Let the lake and sunlight glow. Let the quiet open gently where the heavy feelings go. Summer morning, unfolding slow. With the breeze from green below. By the window, breathing softly, I let my calmer self come home. The hills are pale behind the water. The sky is wide and mild. The curtains move in little whispers like the morning has smiled. An open book rests near my coffee, but I don't turn the page. The silence has its own soft language for this early hour of day. Maybe hope is not a sunrise burning bright for all to know. Maybe hope is simply starting like summer morning, unfolding slow. Summer morning, unfolding slow. Let the lake and sunlight glow. Let the quiet open gently where the heavy feelings go. Summer morning, unfolding slow. With the breeze from green below. By the window, breathing softly, I let my calmer self come home. Let the plans wait in the distance. Let the messages stay still. Let the water hold the blue sky. Let the light move where it will. I have tried to force the morning into something I could control. Now I let the day arrive with a softer, slower song. Summer morning, unfolding slow. Every anxious thought lets go. All the room is filled with breathing. All the lake is filled with gold. Summer morning, unfolding slow. With a quiet grace I know. Before I walk into the daylight, I let peace inside me grow. Summer morning, unfolding slow. The lake is bright and wide. I sip my coffee by the window and let the day inside. windows with silver light, a quiet early glow. The lake is wearing morning mist and moving soft and slow. A cup of coffee warms my hands, the table catches sun. The room is still, the day is near, but hasn't quite begun. There's nothing loud, there's nothing hard, no need to race awake. The world can wait a little while. Morning comes softly by the lake. Morning comes softly by the lake, with light enough to help me breathe. I let the restless edges fall like leaves from tired trees. Morning comes softly by the lake and loosens what I couldn't name before the busy hours arrive. I find myself again. The wooden floor, the empty chair, the book beside the cup. The quiet has a way of saying you don't have to hurry up. A breeze moves through the open room, the curtains barely sway, and all the weight I brought to dawn feels lighter in this day. I don't need answers all at once, I don't need to explain. I only need this gentle hour, this light, this view, this space again. Morning comes softly by the lake, with light enough to help me breathe. I let the restless edges fall like leaves from tired trees. Morning comes softly by the lake and loosens what I couldn't name before the busy hours arrive. I find myself again. Maybe peace begins like this, not far away, not bright. Just a little room, a cup of warmth and softened morning light. Maybe I don't need to chase the perfect kind of day. Maybe it's enough to start in a quieter, kinder way. Morning comes softly by the lake and lays a calm across my mind. The mist is lifting from the shore and leaving fear behind. Morning comes softly by the lake, the sky is clear, the air is mild. Before I give the day my strength, I sit here for a while. Morning comes softly by the lake, the coffee steam is thin. I breathe the silence, take my time, and gently let day in. The lake is still beneath the morning, soft as folded glass. A little mist along the shoreline lets the first light pass. I hold my coffee near the window, warm between my hands. The day is waiting somewhere distant, but here it understands. I don't have to rush the sunlight, I don't have to know the way. All I need is this small moment before I meet the day. Coffee and the quiet water, morning breathing through the trees. I let go of what was heavy, I come back to what I need. Coffee and the quiet water, nothing asks too much of me. By the lake in gentle silence, I remember how to be. The table holds an open notebook, blank and soft and new. A passing breeze moves through the curtains like a thought I almost knew. The hills are pale beyond the window, summer green and blue. And every sip becomes a little room for something true. Maybe peace is not a promise, maybe calm is not a place. Maybe it is just this morning, moving at a kinder pace. Coffee and the quiet water, morning breathing through the trees. I let go of what was heavy, I come back to what I need. Coffee and the quiet water, nothing asks too much of me. By the lake in gentle silence, I remember how to be. Let the world begin without me for another minute more. Let the light fall on the wooden floor and open every door. I will take this hour slowly, I will let my shoulders fall. Sometimes the softest kind of morning is the strongest start of all. Coffee and the quiet water, soft light gathering in the room. All the thoughts that held me tightly start to loosen, start to bloom. Coffee and the quiet water, a quiet grace beneath the trees. Before the day becomes a river, I return to simple peace. Coffee and the quiet water, the lake is calm and wide. I breathe the morning in so slowly and let the day arrive. Pale white veil is on the water, floating near the shore. The morning waits behind the hills like something I've been looking for. I sit beside the quiet window, coffee in my hands. The world is soft around the edges, like it understands. I have carried too much thinking through the hours before, but the light is slowly opening like a gently unlocked door. The mist begins to lift from the water from my mind. I let the morning find me here, a little less confined. The mist begins to lift and the lake turns silver blue. With every breath beside the glass, I make a little room for truth. The trees are waking in the sunlight, leaf by leaf they glow. The air is cool but not so heavy, moving soft and slow. A notebook waits upon table, blank as open sky. I don't need to fill the silence, I can let it pass me by. Maybe clarity comes quietly, not as answers, not as signs, just a calmer way of seeing what was tangled in my mind. The mist begins to lift from the water from my mind. I let the morning find me here, a little less confined. The mist begins to lift and the lake turns silver blue. With every breath beside the glass, I make a little room for truth. I don't have to hold the morning, I don't have to make it stay. I can simply watch it soften what I carried in today. Let the hills appear slowly, let the sky return in pieces. Sometimes peace is just the moment when the inner weather eases. The mist begins to lift and the light comes through the trees. All the thoughts that kept me restless drift away across the breeze. The mist begins to lift and my heart can loosen too. By the lake in quiet sunlight, I begin the day renewed. The mist begins to lift, the water opens wide. I breathe beside the morning glass and feel the calm inside. A wooden table catches gold from sunlight through the trees. A coffee cup, an open book, a quiet morning breeze. The lake beyond the window shines, so gentle and so clear. And all the noise I woke up with feels far away from here. I don't need to hurry now, I don't need to start too fast. The day can wait outside the glass while I let this stillness last. A table full of morning light, a softer way to meet the day. I let the heavy thoughts unwind and quietly drift away. A table full of morning light, with coffee warm and silence wide. Before the world begins to call, I find a place inside. The curtains move like whispered words, the hills are pale and green. The room is filled with little things that help my heart feel clean. A chair pulled close, a notebook closed, the shadows soft and thin. The morning doesn't ask for more, it only lets me in. Maybe I can start again, not louder, not more bright, just breathing with this gentle view and sitting in the light. A table full of morning light, a softer way to meet the day. I let the heavy thoughts coffee warm and silence wide. Before the world begins to call, I find a place inside. Let the lake be still below me. Let the green leaves catch the sun. Let the morning teach me slowly. I don't have to run. Every dream can wait a little. Every plan can take its time. There is grace in simply being where the quiet light can shine. A table full of morning light. The day begins without a sound. All the tension in my shoulders falls softly to the ground. A table full of morning light, a peaceful place to start anew. By the lake, with coffee waiting, I return to something true. A table full of morning light. The lake is calm and bright. I breathe before the day begins and let my heart feel light. The morning waits beyond the glass, in blue and gentle green. The lake is quiet, wide and still, like something in a dream. My coffee warms the quiet room. The sunlight touches wood, and for a while before the world, I feel the morning good. I don't need to open every door. I don't need to know the way. I can sit here with the silence and softly meet the day. Let the day arrive slowly. Let the light come through the trees. Let the lake hold all my worries while I find a little ease. Let the day arrive slowly, with no hurry, no demand. By the window with my coffee, I come back to where I am. The chair is pulled beside the table. The book is lying still. A little breeze moves through the curtains from the water and the hills. There's a softness in the morning that I almost forgot. A way to start with nothing forced. A way to need a lot less thought. Maybe I can let the hours find their rhythm on their own. Maybe I don't have to carry every plan before it's grown. Let the day arrive slowly. Let the light come through the trees. Let the lake hold all my worries while I find a little ease. Let the day arrive slowly, with no hurry, no demand. By the window with my coffee, I come back to where I am. I have rushed through many mornings, trying hard to be enough. But the water keeps on shining without needing to be rushed take this quiet moment. Let my shoulders loosen down. Let the first light find me gently before the world comes around. Let the day arrive slowly. Let the mist fade into blue. Let the calm inside this room make a softer point of view. Let the day arrive slowly. Let the morning understand. By the lake in early sunlight, I begin with open hands. Let the day arrive slowly. The coffee steam is thin. I breathe beside the quiet lake and let the morning in. The window opens to the lake, a silver morning white. The curtains move so quietly, like waves that come inside. A cup of coffee in my hands, the sunlight on my face. The air is cool and soft enough to give my heart some space. I don't have to carry more than this moment asks of me. I can loosen, I can listen to the water and the trees. I'm breathing with the lake breeze, letting morning move through me. Every worry grows a little lighter, every thought becomes more free. I'm breathing with the lake breeze in this quiet room of light. Before the day begins to hurry, I return to calm inside. The green leaves shimmer near the shore. The hills are pale and still. A small bird sings from somewhere far beyond the windowsill. The table holds a simple piece, a book, a cup of you, and something in the gentle air helps me begin anew. Maybe I don't need to force the shape of what will be. Maybe all I need this morning is to breathe and let it be. I'm breathing with the lake breeze, letting morning move through me. Every worry grows a little lighter, every thought becomes more free. I'm breathing with the lake breeze in this quiet room of light. Before the day begins to hurry, I return to calm inside. Let the world stay for a little. Let the hours take their time. Let the water keep its rhythm. Let the sunlight clear my mind. I have been so used to rushing, I forgot the softer way. Now the lake is teaching slowly how to open to the day. I'm breathing with the lake breeze as the mist fades into blue. All the weight I woke up holding turns to something I can move through. I'm breathing with the lake breeze, with my coffee by the glass. beside the morning light and feel myself come near. The book lies open by the cup. The lake is pale and still. A line of sunlight finds the page and rests upon the sill. The room is quiet, soft and clear. The morning barely speaks. A gentle breeze from off the water moves between the trees. I don't need to fill the silence. I don't need to chase a sign. I can read the light slowly, one quiet line at a time. Pages open to the morning. Words are waiting in the light. I let my thoughts unfold gently like the lake beneath the sky. Pages open to the morning, coffee warm beside my hand. Before the day begins its calling, I remember where I stand. A notebook waits with empty lines, no pressure on the page. The early sun across the table turns a softer shade. I write a little, breathe a little, let the stillness stay. There's no need to hurry forward, I can meet the day this way. Maybe clarity is quiet, maybe peace is made of room. A chair of you, a gentle sentence, and the lake in silver blue. Pages open to the morning, words are waiting in the light. I let my thoughts unfold gently like the lake beneath the sky. Pages open to the morning, coffee warm beside my hand. Before the day begins its calling, I remember where I stand. Let the world begin without me, just a moment, just a while. Let the quiet hold the doorway, let the morning teach me how. Every plan can wait for later, every worry can release. Here beside the open pages, I find a slower kind of peace. Pages open to the morning, soft light falling through the room. All the restless thoughts inside me find a little space to bloom. Pages open to the morning by the lake and early sun. Before I give myself to daylight, I return to being one. Pages open to the morning, the coffee steam is thin. I breathe beside the quiet lake and let the words begin. There's a golden path across the wooden floor. It reaches from the window light and settles by the door. The lake is calm beyond the glass. The trees are softly green, and everything inside this room feels quiet, warm and clean. I don't need to chase the day, I don't need to ask for more. I can start with just this light, sunlight on the wooden floor. Sunlight on the wooden floor, softly opening the room. I let the quiet find my heart, like flowers start to bloom. Sunlight on the wooden floor, coffee waiting by the view. Before the world begins to move, I move a little slower too. A chair is turned toward the lake, a cup is warm and still. The morning breeze is gentle now across the windowsill. The shadows stretch like sleepy lines, then fade into the day. And all the thoughts I woke up with begin to drift away. Maybe peace is not a place, maybe calm is not a door. Maybe it is simply this, sunlight on the wooden floor. Sunlight on the wooden floor, softly opening the room. I let the quiet find my heart, like flowers start to bloom. Sunlight on the wooden floor, coffee waiting by the view. Before the world begins to move, I move a little slower too. Let the lake stay wide and silent, let the blue sky take its time. Let the little sounds of morning settle gently in my mind. I have carried too much hurry, I have held the day too tight. Now I learn a softer rhythm from the floorboards full of light. Sunlight on the wooden floor, warm enough to start again. All the weight inside my shoulders turns to morning, turns to air. Sunlight on the wooden floor, quiet as an answered prayer. By the lake with coffee waiting, I find myself already there. Sunlight on the wooden floor, the lake is bright and still. I breathe before the day begins. and let the quiet fill. The lake is barely moving in the early summer light. A cup of coffee warms the table, and the morning feels polite. The curtains lift a little with the breeze from off the shore, and I don't feel the need to hurry like I always did before. The world can keep its busy roads, its clocks and crowded air, but by this window with the water, I remember how to care. Nothing rushes here, not the lake, not the sky, not the light across the table, not the clouds passing by. Nothing rushes here, and my heart can slow down too. In this quiet lakeside morning, I find a softer point of view. The wooden chair is waiting like an old familiar friend. The book is open softly, but I don't need to reach the end. A little bird is singing from the green beyond the glass, and every note reminds me that this morning doesn't ask. I don't need to fix the future, I don't need to hold the past. I can sit inside this stillness and let the quiet last. Nothing rushes here, not the lake, not the sky, not the light across the table, not the clouds passing by. Nothing rushes here, and my heart can slow down too. In this quiet lakeside morning, I find a softer point of view. Maybe peace is not escaping, maybe calm is not far away. Maybe it is simply choosing how I meet another day. Let the water keep its silence, let the sunlight fill the room. I will start with gentle breathing and let my spirit bloom. Nothing rushes here, not the breeze, not the trees, not the coffee cooling slowly, not the morning over me. Nothing rushes here, and I finally feel clear by the lake before the day begins. I know I'm welcome here. Nothing rushes here. The room is soft and bright. I breathe beside the quiet lake and move into the light. The lake holds the sky this morning in a silver, quiet blue. The clouds are drifting on the water like dreams I almost knew. sit beside the window softly, with coffee in my hands. The day is waiting in the distance, but here it understands. I don't need to chase the answers, I don't need to wonder why. When the world feels wide and gentle, and the lake holds the sky, the lake holds the sky, and my heart begins to settle. Every thought that felt too heavy turns to morning, turns to light. The lake holds the sky in a calm I can believe in. By the window, breathing slowly, I let the day arrive. The trees are standing near the shoreline, green and quiet in the sun. A little breeze moves through the dining room before the day has begun. The wooden table glows with morning, the cup is warm and still, and something in the open silence teaches me to heal. I don't need to carry everything, I don't need to hold it tight. Some things become softer in the early summer light. The lake holds the sky, and my heart begins to settle. Every thought that felt too heavy turns to morning, turns to light. The lake holds the sky in a calm I can believe in. By the window, breathing slowly, I let the day arrive. Maybe peace is not a feeling I must search so far to find. Maybe it is waiting quietly where water meets the light. Maybe I can start this morning with a little less control. Let the lake reflect the heavens, let the stillness touch my soul. The lake holds the sky, and the room is full of breathing. Every worry starts to loosen, every shadow turns to bright. The lake holds the sky like a promise, like a reason. Before I step into the day, I find the quiet inside. The lake holds the sky. The morning opens wide. I sip my coffee by the glass and let the calm inside. The morning opens quietly across the lakeside room. A cup of coffee warms my hands beneath the soft perfume of summer air and cedar wood, of water, light and green. The world feels kind before it speaks. The day is still unseen. I don't need rise too quickly. I don't need to force my wings. I can begin with something softer, a gentle start to everything. A gentle start to everything. A quiet breath before the day. I let the sunlight reach my heart and wash the hurry away. A gentle start to everything. With the lake outside the glass, I take my time, I find my ground, and let the morning last. The chair is waiting by the window. The notebook stays untouched. The silence doesn't ask for more, it only gives enough. A little breeze moves through the curtains. The water shines below, and all the thoughts that felt so crowded begin to loosen slow. Maybe I can meet the morning without needing to be strong. Maybe peace is simply knowing I can take the long way on. A gentle start to everything. A quiet breath before the day. I let the sunlight reach my heart and wash the hurry away. A gentle start to everything. With the lake outside the glass, I take my time, I find my ground, and let the morning last. Let the roads wait for a moment. Let the messages stay still. Let the clock keep moving softly while I listen to the hills. I have rushed through many doorways with my heart still half asleep. Now I choose this quiet morning as the promise I can keep. A gentle start to everything. The room is warm with early light. Every worry starts to soften. Every shadow turns less tight. A gentle start to everything. With coffee, lake, and summer air. Before I step into the day, I remember I am here. A gentle start to everything. The water shines and sings. I breathe beside the open glass and welcome what morning brings. The coffee steam is rising in the quiet morning air. A little silver line of warmth above the wooden chair. The lake is calm beyond the window. The sky is soft and pale, and all the thoughts I woke up holding begin to lose their weight. I don't need to solve the morning, I don't need to make it clear. I can sit inside the stillness and let the calm come near. Steam rising, thoughts settling softly in the morning light. I let the quiet hold me gently till my heart table glows with early sunlight. The curtains softly move. A notebook waits beside the cup, with nothing left to prove. The trees are green along the shoreline. The water barely speaks, and in this room of tender silence, I find the peace I seek. Maybe I can start with less worry, less control. Maybe morning only ask me to come back to my soul. Steam rising, thoughts settling softly in the morning light. I let the quiet hold me gently till my heart feels less tight. Steam rising, thoughts settling by the lake and open sky. Before the world begins to call me, I remember how to breathe inside. Let the plans wait on the table. Let the hours move their way. Let the warmth inside my coffee teach me how to meet the day. I have rushed through too many mornings with my mind already gone. Now I sit beside the water and begin where I belong. Steam rising, thoughts settling, all the noise begins to fade. Every breath becomes a doorway to a softer kind of day. Steam rising, thoughts settling in this room of gentle blue. With the lake outside the window, I return to something true. Steam rising, thoughts settling, the morning feels so near. I hold my coffee by the glass and let my heart grow clear. The lake is bright with quiet silver. The sky is opening wide. A gentle line of early sunlight moves softly through the blinds. I sit beside the wooden table with coffee in my hands. The room is calm enough to tell me I don't need to understand. All the thoughts that came too quickly start to loosen, disappear by the water in the stillness. This is where the morning feels clear. This is where the morning feels clear, where the light comes soft and near, where the lake can hold my worries till they slowly disappear. This is where the morning feels clear, with the sky reflected here by the window, breathing gently. I begin the day sincere. shoreline barely moves. A little breeze across the curtains brings the calm into the room. The notebook waits without a question. The open page is kind, and every line I haven't written feels patient in my mind. I don't need to make things perfect. I don't need to hide my fear. There is grace in starting slowly, where the morning feels clear. This is where the morning feels clear, where the light comes soft and near, where the lake can hold my worries till they slowly disappear. This is where the morning feels clear, with the sky reflected here by the window, breathing gently. I begin the day sincere. Let the world stay light and distant. Let the clock move on its own. Let the coffee warm my fingers. Let the quiet bring me home. Maybe clarity is simple. Maybe peace is not far away. Maybe I can find my center in the first soft hour of day. This is where the morning feels clear. Every shadow turns less severe. All the noise inside me softens in the early atmosphere. This is where the morning feels clear, with the lake and sunlight near. Before I give myself to daylight, I remember I am here. This is where the morning feels clear. The water shines below. I breathe beside the quiet glass and let the new day grow. The chair by the window waits for me in the soft beginning light. The lake is calm beyond the glass. The room is warm and bright. A cup of coffee on the table, a book I may not read. The morning gives without a word exactly what I need. I don't have to say too much. I don't have to make it show. Some places understand the heart. The chair by the window knows. The chair by the window knows how to hold me when I slow, how to let the morning in, how to help the quiet grow. The chair by the window knows what the busy world forgets. By the lake in gentle sunlight, I can come back to myself. The curtains move with summer air. The shoreline shines below. A little bird across the water sings a melody I know. The wooden floor is touched by gold, the shadows fade away, and all the things I carried here grow lighter with the day. I don't need a perfect plan, I don't need the answer close. I can rest inside this moment. The chair by the window knows. The chair by the window knows how to hold me when I slow, how to let the morning in, how to help the quiet grow. The chair by the window knows what the busy world forgets. By the lake in gentle sunlight, I can come back to myself. Maybe home is not a distance, maybe peace is not a place. Maybe it is just this corner where the light falls on my face. Let the day wait at the doorway, let the lake stay calm and wide. I will sit here for a moment till the hurry leaves my mind. The chair by the window knows how the first light gently flows, how the coffee warms my fingers, how the morning helps me grow. The chair by the window knows where my restless feeling goes. In this room beside the water, I return to something whole. The chair by the window knows the lake is soft and clear. I breathe beside the morning light and feel myself come near. Quietly through curtains pale and thin, a ribbon of soft golden light is slowly moving in. The lake is calm beyond the window, the coffee warms my hands, and something in this gentle room helps me understand. I don't need to close so tightly, I don't need to guard each part. In the hush of early sunlight, I can open up my heart. Soft light, open heart, let the morning gently start. Let the lake reflect the sky, let the heavy thoughts depart. Soft light, open heart, in this quiet lakeside room, I can breathe a little deeper. I can let the calm come through. The wooden table holds the silence like a promise made of sun. The day is waiting at the doorway, but it has not yet begun. Green leaves shimmer near the shoreline, a breeze comes through the glass, and all the things I kept inside me feel softer as they pass. Maybe strength is not in holding every feeling far apart. Maybe peace begins with trusting soft light and an open heart. Soft light, open heart. Let the morning gently start. Let the lake reflect the sky. Let the heavy thoughts depart. Soft light, open heart. In this quiet lakeside room, I can breathe a little deeper. I can let the calm come through. Let the world be wide and waiting. Let the hour move slow. Let the coffee steam rise gently. Let the clear lake glow. I have carried many mornings with my heart a little closed. Now the sunlight finds the places where a quieter feeling grows. Soft light, open heart. Every shadow comes apart. All the tension I was holding turns to morning, turns to art. Soft light, open heart. With the lake and sky in view. Before I step into the daylight, I return to something true. Soft light, open heart. The room is calm and bright. I breathe beside the quiet lake and welcome in the light. Before the busy hours begin, the lake is calm and wide. The morning lays a gentle glow across the window light. My coffee warms the quiet air. The table holds the sun. And for a while the world feels soft before the day has run. I don't need to answer everything. I don't need to rush within. I can breathe inside this stillness before the busy hours begin. Before the busy hours begin, I let the morning settle in. I let the lake hold all the noise. I let the quiet touch my skin. Before the busy hours begin, I find a softer place within. By the window with my coffee, I remember where to begin. The curtains lift with summer air. The shoreline shines below. A little light across the floor moves patiently and slow. The notebook waits beside the cup, no pressure on the page. The morning doesn't ask me yet to hurry toward the stage. Maybe I can start more gently. Maybe I can let things spin without carrying the whole day. Before the busy hours begin. hours begin. I let the morning settle in. I let the lake hold all the noise. I let the quiet touch my skin. Before the busy hours begin, I find a softer place within. By the window with my coffee, I remember where to begin. Let the messages wait a little. Let the road stay far away. Let the lake breathe through the sunlight. Let me meet myself today. I have given so many mornings to the hurry and the plan. Now I take this quiet moment and return to who I am. Before the busy hours begin, the light comes softly through the green. Every thought that felt too crowded finds a little space between. Before the busy hours begin, I breathe the lake, the sky, the wind. And with this calm inside my heart, I let the day come in. Before the busy hours begin, the room is warm and still. I sip my coffee by the lake and listen to the hill. The lake is holding stillness like a mirror made of light. The morning moves so gently through the windows clear and wide. I sit beside my coffee with the quiet close to me, and all the thoughts that wandered start to settle naturally. I don't need to chase the moment. I don't need to fall behind. I can breathe with what is simple. Still water, steady mind. Still water, steady mind. Let the morning be my guide. Let the silence open softly where the restless feelings hide. Still water, steady mind, with the lake and sky aligned. By the window, breathing slowly, I return to what is kind. The sunlight touches every corner with a soft and patient hand. The trees are green along the shoreline, like they quietly understand. A notebook waits upon the table, but there's nothing I must say. The lake is teaching me to listen before I meet the day. Maybe strength is not in rushing, maybe peace is not a sign. Maybe it is simply sitting with still water, steady mind. Still water, steady mind. Let the morning be my guide. Let the silence open softly where the restless feelings hide. Still water, steady mind, with the lake and sky aligned. By the have found a quiet rhythm in this calm and open space. Every worry, every question doesn't need a place to go. Some can drift across the water, some can fade into the glow. Still water, steady mind, all the heavy thoughts unwind. Every breath becomes a doorway to a softer frame of time. Still water, steady mind, with the morning clear and wide. Before I step into the daylight, I feel peaceful deep inside. Still water, steady mind. The lake is calm and bright. I sip my coffee by the window and walk into the light. A little room to breathe this morning by the quiet lakeside glass. The coffee warms the wooden table while the soft light slowly passes. The trees are green beyond the window, the water's still and wide, and all the noise I woke up holding finds a softer place to hide. I don't need the whole day ready, I don't need the perfect key. All I need is this small silence and a little room to breathe. A little room to breathe, with the lake in front of me. Let the morning open slowly, let my heart be light and free. A little room to breathe, where the quiet meets the trees. Before the world begins to hurry, I return to simple peace. The notebook waits without a question, the open page is kind. The sunlight gathers on the table like a calm inside my mind. A breeze moves through the pale curtains, soft enough to hear. And something in this lakeside morning makes the heavy thoughts less near. Maybe peace is not a doorway, maybe calm is not a dream. Maybe it is just this moment and a little room to breathe. A little room to breathe, with the lake in front of me. Let the morning open slowly, let my heart be light and free. A little room to breathe, where the quiet meets the trees. Before the world begins to hurry, I return to simple peace. Let the busy world wait outside, let the hours take their time. Let the coffee steam rise gently, let the sunlight clear my mind. I have carried too much pressure, I have moved too fast too long. Now the lake is wide and patient, and the morning makes me strong. A little room to breathe, with the sky above the green. Every worry starts to soften in this quiet, gentle scene. A little room to breathe by the water, clear and deep. Before I step into the daylight, I let my heart feel free. A little room to breathe. The lake is calm and bright. I sip my coffee by the window and move into the light. The morning has opened fully across the lakeside view. The coffee cup is almost empty. The sky is clear and blue. The sunlight rests upon the table. The water shines below, and I can feel the quiet helping my heart begin to go. I don't need to leave this stillness. I can carry it in place. I can step into the daylight with a slower, softer pace. Into the day with quiet grace, with morning light upon my face. I take the calm beside the water and let it find its place. Into the day with quiet grace. No need to hurry, no need to chase. By the lake I breathe once more, then gently find my way. The chair is warm beside the window. The book is resting closed. The room has held me long enough to let my spirit know that peace can travel with me past the table and the door. The lake can stay inside my breathing even when I'm here no more. Maybe I can meet the hours without losing what I found. Maybe calm is not a moment but a quiet inner sound. Into the day with quiet grace, with morning light upon my face. I take the calm beside the water and let it find its place. Into the day with quiet grace. No need to hurry, no need to chase. By the lake I breathe once more, then gently find my way. Let the roads begin their calling. Let the messages appear. Let the world move on around me. I will keep this stillness near. I have learned from early sunlight. I have learned from open skies that I can start the day more gently with the lake still in my eyes. Into the day with quiet grace, with a steady heart and open space. All the morning's soft reflections stay with me beyond this place. Into the day with quiet grace, with coffee warmth and sunlight trace. I leave the room but keep the quiet, like a song I can embrace. Into the day